Okay, so here is our fourth review, Exam 3, Math 108. Okay, paper, pencil. Let's move this thing down. Okay. Fine. So we're talking Math 108, Exam 3, review, and let's call this D. It's our fourth. Okay. One, don't forget how to do in just a plain old average. Average. Mean. Let's say they just give you a real simple question. Don't get fooled by a simple question. They just give you a bunch of data items, 81, 73, 74, etc. Let's say there's seven data items. Add them up, add them. There's two deeds here, but not three. Add them, and then divide by, there's seven. So there's seven data items, so divide by seven. All right, just a reminder, that's all on V16, I believe. It's all there, but just to make sure that we do not get confused. All right, that's out of the way. Now, relative frequency. This is important. I don't think you'll find it a big deal, but this is a vocabulary word that we did not see. It's relative frequency. Frequency we've seen, but not what about relative? Let me give you an example right away. Okay, let's say you have, I want to keep it as simple as possible. Let's say you have a bunch of data, 52, I'm going to put just 8 items here, 52, 53, 55, 56, 58, 54, 59, and 52. And then you separate them into two classes. One of the classes is going to be between 52 and 55. You're going to get their frequencies. Okay. Oh, let's get the frequency first, and then I'll get the relative. Then we'll go to the relative frequency. Then we'll go to the relative frequency, which is what I want to tell you about, right? Okay, so now there's two classes, 52 to 55 and 56 to 59. What do you do? 52, how many are there? 1, 2, 50, between 52 and 55. 3, 4, 5 of them. Okay, there's 5. 56 to 59, there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of them. What's relative frequency? This is what I care about. This is what I'm coming to talk about. Relative frequency. What do? You just take 5, the amount that the frequency of 52 to 55, and you divide by the total amount of data items, which is 8. And for this frequency, you take 3 and divide by the total data items. Get something in decimal. They'll want something in decimal as their answer probably. And that's going to be your relative frequency. It's no more complicated than that. Okay. So now we keep moving. I need to move this paper down. Okay, more room. And now we go back to some old stuff, sets, from the first exams material. Okay, so I want to discuss some stuff about sets and remind you about that stuff. What if you have universal set A, B, C, D, E? You have another set B, which is part of the universe, this entire universe, as hopefully you remember. A and D, that's set D. And finally, set, set C, I don't know, let's skip A. Set C, we'll call C and D. All right, so now I ask you a couple of questions. B intersect C prime. B intersects C prime. All right, so on scrap paper, that's going to be question A. And question B will be in parentheses, B union C and parentheses prime. 2 questions. Scrap paper. let's try to answer obviously the one first. So first find C prime. What's C prime? C prime is everything in the universal set, but not CD, not set C, which is C and D. So it's going to be A, B, and E. A, B, and E. By the way, whenever you see the vocabulary word roster form, that's what they mean. They want it in brackets. Roster form. You look like this as something that you're supposed to click on. That's going to be roster form. Click on this, and they want it in brackets. Roster form. Okay, don't forget that. Now, let's get back to what we're doing. That's C prime. What's B intersect C prime? Meaning it has to be in B, and it has to be in C prime. So it has to be in either A, B, and E, and it also has to be AD. There's only one that fits. The answer is A. There's only one element that's in B, which is AD, and in C prime, A, B, and E. So the only thing that goes is A. What about B union C and then prime? So scrap paper. First, let's figure out what B union C is. Forget about the prime. Prime will be everything but in the universal set. But first, B union C. Okay, let's figure out what that is. B union C means we'll take you if you're in B, or if you're in D. Either way, it's good. And there's no repetition. If you're in there twice, we don't take you twice. So A's in this set, so is D, so is C, but don't count D twice. There's B union C. Now, what's B union C prime? B union C prime is everything in the universal set except for A, D, and C. Okay, let's look. So A's out. I can even use this now. I don't need it anymore. We're almost finished. A is out, D is out, and C is out. A, D, and C is out. What's left? B and E. Here's the answer. B and E for B union C prime. Okay, so we talked about roster set. There's something else I'd like to get onto on this video if I can. I got to go upstairs and see if I got some room. I hardly have any. I guess I'm going to have to wait till next video. But don't forget about that roster form that you click on. What do you click on with roster form? I have it there, but here it is again. You click on this when they're looking for roster form because they want you to put in the elements, all the elements inside the brackets. Okay. Anything I can fit left on this thing? I guess not. I guess I'm going to have to go to another video. All right, so that was D.